All right, well, this is just a shop. This is, I've always had a shop to build cars and street rods and race cars, and it's a hobby most of the time. I retired as a machine design engineer and found out that after 7 months can't be sitting, so I come down here every day and work on something in the shop. And right now, currently, I got 4 street rod projects. I'm trying to work on one at a time right now and get that done. But you know, there's always somebody in the neighborhood that needs something. They'll come walking in with a project and stuff, and we take care of just about anything here. Got a lot of equipment. There's a lot of tools that don't even show up here, but there's almost nothing that we can't do. And then if it ends up being in a wood type project or something like that, my neighbor next door is a real wood craftsman. He's got some super equipment over there and a lot of knowledge that he's gained over the years, like the rest of us, you know. And everybody's very helpful. It's just some days you can't get anything done because everybody just wants to spend time talking, you know. And I'm one of them, actually. So, but it is a good time, anyways. And we do have a lot of things going on, and there's always somebody here that knows something about something that we need to find out about. But that's about all I can tell you about that. But we've got English wheel. We make a lot of pieces and parts and welders and lathes and, you know, tools. I mean, you walk in the door and you say, whoop, it's not the normal basement. But it's been real nice. The last 10 years, I've cranked out a lot of stuff here and enjoyed every minute of it. So 5, maybe 6 years ago, my wife said, geez, why, you know, when we're going on an RV trip, she says, why can't we take the cycle with us? And I said, well, you know, we don't have anything to carry it with us and then be able to flat tow a car behind us. And so I came downstairs and I cleaned off the drafting board in there, and 3 days later I figured out how to make a lift to put on the back of the motorhome. And so the next 3-4 days I ended up building one, and just like the shoemaker's kids, you know, mine never really got done. It's, I mean, it is done. I use it. We've used it for 5 years, but it looks like a prototype. Any changes I made after that, that's the way it was. I made them to it, and they're not. It's not quite as nice as the ones that we're making now, and but we do make them and custom install them on motorhomes and stuff if they can legally carry that amount of weight. And a lot of these guys can't, and they don't understand that, but we probably turn down as many as we actually accept just because they'd be overloaded and not safe. So, but I had one here a couple weeks ago, a fellow out of South Carolina, and while I was installing the unit on his, of course, all the neighbors, you know, just like a campground, you know, everybody's riding through on their golf carts or walking and stuff, and so they'd stop and chat, and before you know it, everybody's best friends. And this guy, his wife had gone on home thinking it was going to take 2 days to install this thing, and he was saying that he really, really wants to come back here, wants to build a house here. Of course, everybody, you know, he got talking to and everything. They're telling him, all we got to do when we pull out is just shut the water off, and somebody will pick up his mail or have the post office redirect it, and don't worry about it. I mean, everybody knows everybody else's combination to their doors, and if something happens, there's 20 different neighbors here that can take care of the problem. And he was quite surprised at how congenial everybody was. And he had said during the winter, he was just coming back from a winter vacation. He was gone 4 months. He was telling me all the problems he had from where he was from. And of course, he was out in the country and there was nobody there to help him. And so he had to do a lot of phone calls, and it ended up costing him a lot of trouble. And he just thought about how nice it'd be if he was in a community like this. So, but like I say earlier, there we had looked at 5 different spots and were really disappointed in the end. And we came back here, and it was up on the plateau. It's just a lot cooler. We don't get the humidity that they get in Knoxville and Nashville. And it's typically 6 to 8 degrees cooler, and it's beautiful. I'll tell you, the weather is spectacular here. No crowds, a lot of nice riding, beautiful campgrounds if you want to camp around here. And we do that typically once a month, except for July and August. We kind of back off because it's pretty hot, but we'll go to Corps of Engineer parks and things like that around Tennessee, close by, with a group out of the gardens here, and just have a good time. The rest of the time when we're here, we're down in a shop like this most of the time, working on projects, and if somebody gets a project, they bring her down and we help them out if we could. And I tell them, don't lean on my table, because the table's 3,700 pounds. I don't want them to be pushing the thing around. 1.25 inch thick, 5 foot wide, 10 foot long, so you don't have to worry about anybody leaning on the table. It's kind of a joke around here anyways, that's that table. But everybody wants to know how we got it down here. But the builder was very helpful. He had a skid loader and brought it down, put it in the basement for me. And like I say, when we came, there was about 3 other neighbors came to help. I mean, it's all you got to do is have a job or a problem, and people show up. They just come over, They just come over and help, and so everybody, that's what they do here. They try to help one another, and they just enjoy it. It's and most of them are bored anyways. They want to get something to stay busy,